So I saw a video Charley Pangus did where he took common household items and made them into like heavy metal band t-shirts. And I thought it would be a cool idea and a nice little experiment to see if I could test my skills. So I'm stealing his idea and doing it in this video. Alright, I'm trying to find a good image of the Scrubbing Bubbles mascot guy. This one's pretty big. I'm gonna have to do some removal here. So I'm going to get rid of this text. Try to kind of shape this up a little bit. Because what I want to do is I'm going to add a bunch of stuff to this. And one of the things that I'm going to add is going to be text. So just want to make sure I've got room to kind of play with here. So I think since I'm going for like a kind of a heavy metal look here, going to attempt to use the threshold adjustment to make a really cool effect. I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it does, but we'll see. That looks crazy, actually. Like, it doesn't look bad. Like, that could work. Not really what I'm going for, but it's kind of a cool. Let's group all that together. I'm gonna have to clean some of this stuff up, but it'll be alright. So I'm just gonna merge that together actually, and then I'll keep a copy of it that I can edit if I need. Alright, now I want to mess with the text here. So I want to type. Let's just find a good typeface first, and then we'll worry about like prettying everything up. Let's kind of have these on separate lines. Alright, I need to do something to this text. I'm just not 100% sure what. Let's try to add a stroke, maybe to the outside. Actually, let's do this. Let's try to make it maybe like 3D. Down one, and then if you use transform again, you can just make a whole bunch of copies. Merge those together, and now you've got this 3D effect, sort of. If I can find my... There we go. Maybe do that. And do to that dark red color, and then we'll change the top, I think, to the lighter red. Like this tan color as a stroke. Very small, thin stroke. That's not bad. Let's do the same thing with the bubbles text. So yeah, so that's not horrible. I want to what I want to do is I want to go to Envato, and I want to find some like 3D elements that we can put behind this. So let's type metal is probably, yeah, I was gonna say probably not gonna get me what I want actually. That's kind of cool. This skull's kind of neat. That shield's not bad. Let's do barbed wire and see what I get. Oh yeah, much better. Yes, this is fantastic. Drag and drop that straight in to Photoshop, and of course we have to rotate this so it's upside down. I'm gonna actually move this in front of everything so I can see it. Yeah, I kind of want to give, I think, the same threshold treatment maybe to it, but just not do as many colors. But I am going to use levels to adjust this really quick. Diff gray to get rid of those little black spots, and then convert to smart object so it's white. I'm going to hide that. Go back to our threshold. And I'm looking at the white areas in this because that's what's actually going to have color. I think that's good. Alright, and we'll use that dark red for that bottom layer, and then I don't know if I want to use... I think just the tan looks good, and we'll skip that kind of middle red altogether. I still want some more stuff to kind of fill in the areas, though. So, oh, that is crazy. I have no idea why we would use this, but it's kind of dope though. Fuck it, I'm gonna download it. We'll figure it out. If you want to use it bad enough, you'll find a spot, I guess. So let's move this to the top. Oh man, I almost wonder if I could like puppet warp it. Oh, I think I just had a good idea. Hang on. I think this is the angle that I need. I want to try to put a snake on top of the bubble's head. Will this work? I could mask it, maybe. This is gonna sound super weird, but I want to leave his eyebrows. I don't know why I want to do that, but I kind of want one that's like hanging from a tree or something almost. Oh man, this one's got some red too. I wonder if I could like put this on the text. Let's try that. I wonder if I do it like that, if like at that angle, if it would be better. Let's see. I kind of like its head like at the point of that star. I wonder if I could mask it and kind of make it look like it's weaving in and out. So I'm gonna try that actually. To do its thing, but I have to rasterize this. I'm gonna make a copy and rasterize it. That way, in case this is horrible, I can fix it. Just go to edit, content aware fill, and yeah, that's I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not gonna spend like a ton of time doing that. So it looks pretty good. Now I need to give, I think the snake needs the same like threshold treatment. So I'm going to pull up my levels. I'm going to make the darks darker and the lights lighter, which is going to be really important. I want enough contrast that the threshold adjustment can actually do its job. And on something like this where it's just kind of black and flat, that might be a little difficult if you don't use levels. So I group all of that together, name that snake, and then we're good to go. So I'm gonna make a new layer above text, our text layer. Then I'm going to select our dark red and then make this a little bit darker. What I want to do is I want to go in and I want to paint some shadows on the text. I'm going to take my flow down and take my hardness down to 0. That's all of the text that I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do some shading on the snake too, but we'll have to do that separately. And then I just want to go in and maybe play with some blend modes and find one that looks good. Go in and paint anywhere where the text would be kind of covering up the snake, which is... Okay, so I've got that cleaned up. And, I need to find a way to hide where we cut the text out originally. Let's grab this. Might be able to make this work. Really, all I need to do is I just need to hide this like line here, right? So it has to be rasterized. Alright, let's pin this down because this is actually good where it is. We'll move that there. Okay, finally got that cleaned up a little bit. So I'm just going to use levels to adjust this and kind of get it ready for the threshold. So I fucked up, and when I did that first threshold adjustment, I removed too much, and so this is actually transparent. But if I turn the original one on, it adds this black color, which I actually don't hate. And like I could merge this together and just make it that dark red, but I think I'm gonna darken it just a little bit more and make it almost black because I like how that looks. So, and I'm gonna merge all that together and name that chains. And then what we get to do is I get to select this bubble layer, and I'm gonna hide the text. But what I need to do is I have to go in and basically mask around this chain, right? So the chain should be hiding the bubbles behind it. So and I'm seeing some obvious places on the chain, like the shadows that I missed, which I figured would happen. So I'm gonna go in and fix those the best that I can. I don't want to spend like a ton of time on this, honestly, because you're really not even going to notice it. But if I don't clean it up a little bit, it's gonna bother me, and I'll know. So I am gonna spend a little bit of time kind of cleaning this up. Could be me saying I'm not going to clean up everything, and then I clean up everything anyway. Oh my god, finally. Okay, so that is done. We've got the chain, we've got that masked out. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of shadows on the chain, which is not a big deal, and it should not take very long at all. But I missed it. I'm leaving it. So now I'm going to go to Texture Labs, which is one of my favorite places to go to get stuff like this. And I want to find something like this, like a grungy texture that I can lay over this text, because this text to me is still a little boring, and so I want to see if we can't kind of gritty this up a little bit. So that looks okay. That looks good. Now I'm gonna group all of this together, duplicate it, merge it, make it its own image, and I'm gonna put texture over this entire image. Scale that up a little bit. Clipping mask. And then we'll just go through the blend modes here. Linear burn actually looks pretty good. It's a little dark, so again, I can use blend if to like get rid of that a little bit. Those, make a copy and merge those together, and then I can come up here and can go to filter gallery, and I can start playing around with some stuff here. So I really like torn edges. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm gonna try to find a t-shirt mock-up really quick, and we'll slap that on there. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's let's do like a black heather shirt, because I like those pretty well. And then what I'll do is I'll copy and paste the design back here in the back, and we'll make this super big. We'll fill our background in like that, and then we'll just change the blend mode, and we'll do overlay. So yeah, there we go. There is a heavy metal style scrubbing bubbles t-shirt.